Hello, my friends, and welcome back. This article that I'm going to discuss in this video has to do with how the Russians are seeing foreign policy and how it seems the Western countries look at it. It's two different models, and this I'm going to use the example of Nord Stream 2 pipeline between Russia and Germany to exemplify this vision or different view. And I will just say that the Western countries used to have the same kind of analysis, the same kind of vision, a view of the future, but things changed drastically. So let's start with this example and then discuss from this, elaborate. So this article comes from Reuters today, May 19th, 2022, and this is the title. Europe will need Nord Stream 2 gas pipeline one day, Kremlin says. So Europe will need Nord Stream 2 gas pipeline one day, Kremlin says. Russia has no hope of starting up its undersea gas pipeline Nord Stream 2 anytime soon, but is confident that Europe will need the pipeline someday, regardless of what it says now. The Kremlin said on Thursday. Germany halted the Baltic Sea gas pipeline project at from across the Atlantic. Designed to double the flow of Russian gas directly to Germany, as Russia formally recognized two breakaway regions of eastern Ukraine as independent days before sending tens of thousands of troops into Ukraine. The project's infrastructure is ready for some time. It will lie in working condition at the bottom of the sea. This will be the very project that Europe will need, no matter what it says, Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov said. For now, there is no hope. The European Commission on Wednesday unveiled a 210 billion euro plan for Europe to end its reliance on Russian fossil fuels by 2027 and to use the pivot away from Moscow to quicken its transactions to green energy. When there's no wind, there's no sun, what are you going to do? Freeze to death. Well, very smart. We're going to have shortages. We're going to have shortages. Russia rerouting energy resources refused by Europe to other regions, including to Asia, Deputy Minister Alexander Novak said on Thursday, adding that non-Russian supplies will be more expensive for Western buyers. Logically, open market capitalism. We love that. Democracy, freedom, and capitalism. We like that. So now this brings me to a thing that someone that I will mentioned it in one of his videos that I watched with so much pleasure, and I recommend this gentleman to be watched on YouTube. He is, if I were to give, from 0 to 10, his way of thinking and skills in analysis, analytical skills, this gentleman, and knowledge and logic and patience, this guy's a 10. I give him a 10 out of 10. His name is Stephen Cohen. So Stephen Cohen, and he's an American scholar of Russian studies. He unfortunately died on September 18, 2020. He was old. He was very well read. He was logical. He was fantastic. Not because he said the right things. I would say not the right things that I agreed with. Let's put it this way. But the way he analyzed he was fantastic. So Stephen Cohen, you find him. I think he was Jewish. I know he was Jewish, and he very, very smart, very knowledgeable. So nevertheless, he was saying in one of his lectures or interviews, I can't remember exactly in which one. I think it was an interview with a airhead, But nevertheless, when he had to go, because otherwise these guys will not invite him in the mainstream media because he was saying the wrong things. So if you're you're a contributor to a certain news outlet and you say the wrong things, they will not invite you back. That's how it works. So you know what you have to say. So when you see these analysts, and mass media, the corporate mass media, and they come over there and they're analysts, they're advisors, they're fantastic guys. They're over there and invited because they say what they know they have to say to be brought back, and they're paid for that. So, and you see them and you're gonna know about them, and that's the way it goes. Once you say the wrong things once or twice, out. You're out. Look, for instance, at Colonel Doug McGregor and see after he showed up at even at Fox, and not only at Fox, about what, 2 months ago, and he said about Zelensky being a tool and of United States and all that, and he's nobody and so on. Uh, Show me where he was invited again at the big corporate media. He is invited by bloggers and by other people, that want to interview him, but not the mainstream media. Why? He said the wrong thing. They didn't want him, and then sometimes they invite you to say the wrong thing, so then they can snap you and they can character assassinate you and all that. They will pick, and because you can defend yourself after that, they will not invite you back. So they let you say, they push against you a little bit, you go away, and they have the TV for themselves to say whatever they want to say about you, twist your words, turn them, doctor them, and you can't come back to say, hey, let's discuss that thing, let's analyze it, let's debate it. No, it's just me right now doing what I do best. That's called spinning, spin the ball. Anyway, so in this case, Mr. Cohen, he said that Russia, one of the difference between the Russian foreign doctrine, foreign affair doctrine, and the Europeans nowadays is that Russia thinks in centuries and Europe thinks in years, because the Europeans are more focused on the nearer goals, like elections in 4 years, 2 years, 3 years. So they're focused on that. So they have to play and I'm adding that. I'm adding that, not he. A popularity contest. So I'm focused on my elections, not on the country's good for 100 years. So their plans with this Nord Stream pipe that the Russians are saying Europe will need it one day is because they have a long-term vision, and and they have all this. But these guys are like right now, in 10 years, in 5 years, probably they have one as well, and that's domination in spheres of interest and so on. It's true, they have it. But in this case, when they say, like, for instance, we had Bedbuck, whatever her name is, the foreign minister of Germany, that she said, we will never buy Russian how do you call it, natural resources. Never, never, ever, never, ever. How do you know? Look at your country after the Second World War. Everybody said, oh, Germany. And look where it is right now. It's back in business with everybody, right? So she's just a naive or just a crook or both. I'm not sure yet. And she was not the only one. The other Truss, the foreign minister of Great Britain, the same way. Oh, no, never. Russia will never come back we're not going to welcome Russia back into the world community ever. What are you talking about, ever and never? How do you know? You're going to pass away, and who the hell knows what's going to happen with these countries? You're going to be, what do you want? I mean, it's unbelievable how important we think we are when we don't look at ourselves in the context of this planet, how old it is, how old we'll be after we perish, long gone. And they never, like, they foresee the future. They don't even know what they're going to buy from the grocery store in 10 minutes, and they talk about this never. Nevertheless, yes, that's true. They will need that, because this is not going to be forever, like, unless they're going to destroy it. They're going to sabotage it, and that probably could be another. But I don't think they will do that, because they will use it. The Germans know, the Americans know. The problem with the Americans right now, they fill the gap that they created, in my assessment. They fill the gap over here, and they will make contracts with the Germans. And what are the Germans going to do in 10 years or 15 years after these self-imposed sanctions and contracts made with the Americans will expire, and Russia rehabilitates itself somehow? I'm just, talking in the future, and they will want to come back to the pipe. Do you think the Americans will be okay? No, they will not be okay, because that means less business for them. They could not ever compete with a pipe that goes straight from point A to point B versus them getting the gas or oil or whatever it might be on the ship and come over Atlantic to Germany. It's never going to be cheaper than that one. And they know that. That's why from the very beginning, when the Germans and the Russians said we're going to build this pipe, America was no, no, no. Oh my God, why? Because they knew their business will be toast, done. They were against it from the very beginning. And their reasoning, they can blackmail you. Okay, now they're gone and you're in. The same thing. You can blame them right now. So the same thing. So they didn't like that those guys could blackmail them, but they're okay with them being able now to blackmail Germany, which it happens economically all the time. All the time. Look how the intelligence services of the United States were listening to some phone calls, conversations of Merkel, right? Remember that one? How come? And not only. And economic, how do you call it, spying activities are all over the world. Everybody's trying to spy technologically on everybody. So what are you talking about? Friendship and love? And no, it's a competition, and who got bigger this, gonna get it. And everything goes to this. If you have this, you're gonna impose. You can, try to be nice. No, 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 no. Look at North Korea. Nobody's messing with North Korea. Yeah, it has an embargo. But anybody's going to invade that soon? No, they do whatever they want over there. They're independent. Isolated? Yeah, by some countries, but not some other countries. All right. Remember, Russians are thinking in centuries. These guys are thinking in elections. Elections. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart. Look for the truth. Be just. See ya.